Alright, there we go. Hopefully everything's working fine, except for my audio, which might be bugging out here. Oh wait, no, it's okay. You can actually hear myself. But yeah, I'm still doing Where Winds Meet for tonight, just practicing Gambit beneath the Shimmer. Hopefully I still retain some of what we learned yesterday. So let's begin practice again. I'm very much guessing I'll be doing the entirety of Gambit beneath the Shimmer this entire week, and we'll probably try and do the story mode and the trial at the end of the week. But for now, I need to get very used to Zhang and the others. Oh, it's a River Lord first this time. Okay, bad timing on that one. Yeah, so much practice needed for all these bosses. And this flashing effect doesn't help, really. I thought practice might be giving us the same pattern, but that is not the case. They do spawn randomly. I do feel like River Lord is a bit easy, especially if you maintain the same distance from him. He uses the same few attacks always. So you can parry him, but getting the timing wrong is also quite easy with him. So there's a mosquito buzzing about, which is not helping. The one thing that I need to get used to River Lord with is his starting attack and the timing for this dodge. He also has super armor doing this. But not at the end. Yeah, compared to the other bosses, River Lord is pretty easy to read. It's Tao Lord, River Master, not River Lord. River Master is mainly because he cycles through these same moves when you're near him. Hey Galix, welcome to the stream, how are you? Konbanwa Ashiko-san. I am not used to hearing that as a greeting. Konbanwa, Galix, konbanwa. As you can see, I am practicing the final boss for the game, for at least this chapter of the game. And it is technically all the 4 bosses you met in the story campaign, but just on stereo. It's a boss gauntlet with all their moves upgraded. It is very creative, but it makes some of the fights a bit difficult to read. I won't lie. River Master is one of the more easier boss fights right now. The one boss fight that I'm having the most trouble with is a character called Jong. Mainly because he cycles through very similar moves as long as you're near him. But even the lead up to this arena was very nice. They pulled out all the stops to make it cinematic. Because from my understanding right now, we're sort of inside an ink painting, a poetry painting or something like that. And the boss is bringing out the tales of all the characters we met along the way. But yeah, I'm afraid it's not going to be too an eventful stream tonight, not with any story stuff going on. I'll probably be practicing this fight for the entirety of this week, just because it has quite a few moves to learn with 4 bosses in there. Ow. I don't think the River Master is too difficult to fight. I might just learn his entire moveset later and move on to the more difficult bosses, which is Young and Download for me. His moves are, again, very much the same. I say that, but I am getting hit, so I don't know. And after you defeat one, another one of the bosses you met in the campaign is brought to life. And this boss is the most difficult of the bunch. He is extraordinarily fast compared to his actual boss fight, and very aggressive. This move, that move that he did, that's the one that I have trouble parrying. It's very quick. You need to react almost instantly. And you can tell that I practiced this somewhat. Like, the amount of reaction time, the only reason I'm reacting is I'm actually not even, normally when I play, my fingers are above my controller. Like, in order to react to that, I have to keep my finger right on the parry button and react immediately. Or I just get hit by the first 2 hits, as you can see. What's worse is that unlike the other bosses, he has 2 phases. And a lot of very lethal moves. Really? I'm definitely doing better than I was doing the past few days. A moment of hesitation is all he needs to just really damage you. What's worse is that if I react to everything, he has that one move which is a bit slower on its draw. Yeah, I was worried I could not handle this guy. Now I'm worried I cannot no-hit him. The distance he covers with his normal attacks too. I really should be practicing more instead of just using this dagger attack. Oh. Yeah, and that moveset kind of surprises me every time. Okay. He's still frozen. Thankfully, past phase 2, he starts using that attack a lot, which can drain his chi bar. So if you get a bit lucky with the draws of what moves he's using, it might be more than possible to no-hit him. I don't even know why they made Zhang so strong. It's such a whiplash. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better than I was doing the past few days. The last 2 days I spent just getting beaten up by him over and over. I still can't react fast to that one though. You didn't charge this time. Interesting. Okay, never mind. I was a little too far. That's why you didn't charge. Like with Zhang, I always feel like it's better to maintain a mid sort of distance between him just to make his attacks readable. The one part I hate about that combo is that he can sometimes just do that right out of a stagger state too. It almost feels like I'm stuck in my own animation. I'm not. I can actually parry that, but I just need to be like really on point. Ow. Yeah, around this distance feels like it's the safest with Zhang. Or maybe I can't actually parry. I saw it coming, I couldn't parry in time. You actually got staggered way before. I was under the impression that you didn't get staggered with that combo until the very end. Nope, not the fast one. Oh, that's Xiang down. Time Dalo and Murong next. Download, of course. Let's practice him for a bit. I think I actually need to keep moving just to avoid getting hit by his attack here. Oh, I'm about to get blinded. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, definitely one of the bosses I need to practice more on. He's still, like, as much as the ink paint vibes are good, he was already kind of difficult to read with all the fur coat and everything. And the fact that it's just 3 people under the same coat there. And then having the ink slash around just makes it even more difficult to read. That is also a weird thing that happens occasionally. They lose their tracking for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. The delay. Yeah, there you go. They lost their tracking. I kind of feel like Downlord is the same as a River Master because their attacks are slow. You can kind of see it coming, thankfully. Just that the timing is a bit off. Okay, now I'm in trouble. They'll probably do the ink move now that I can't actually lock onto them. The funny part of Download's moveset is you can kind of get it just by randomly parrying a lot of times. Like I can parry twice and actually hit with most of the delays. Except for that one. Right. You gotta get a bit away doing that because the hitbox actually hits you. Oh, you're running into this move real quick. I'm a bit unsure how to tell when they're gonna pop out of the ground, so I'm just moving away for now. There has to be a way to do it though. Ow. It's so weird. I feel like most of the other bosses are considerably easier. The Zhang. The difficulty of Zhang is just weird. Give me a sec. Oh. I actually reached out to grab a sip of water. Wasn't expecting them to recover so soon. That was fast for some odd reason. Let's not get blinded here. Okay, never mind. Let's get blinded. And I do believe they are scripted to do this attack the moment you do get blinded. Do I still need to delay that more or do it a bit earlier? You missed. All the ink splashes from their attacks. Lost the tracking again. I'd rather they don't lose the tracking, to be honest, because it makes the fight more predictable. But when they lose the tracking, I'm like, what is happening? It's kind of crazy. Delayed for that. I'm doing that way too early. Yeah, they lost tracking for the second move there and then got the tracking back. Inside the hitbox. It is possible to block both of those two, but it seems safer to just move away. So a very strong track for these three. Definitely not what I would expect, is what I would say. The timing for that's insane. Jesus Christ, my character can do a lot of damage to them. It's kind of funny because this is the one boss that I constantly farm as a tank because they drop tank gear One move I'm having trouble with when it comes to Tao Lord is the move where he does the double slash quickly. I'm not seeing the pattern there just yet. It's when they start from the right, my right, not their right. They do like 2 attacks together, 1 single attack and then 2 attacks together. Ironically, this one's a bit easier. Oh god, this is the one that I'm having trouble with. And the way it loses tracking is making it actually a bit difficult to learn the timing too. The 2 slashes in the middle, that's what I'm not getting the timing for. Too close again. I'm gonna do the other move. Thankfully, the final attack is pretty easy to deflect because all you have to do is just wait until he starts spinning. They start spinning. Once they do, oh, you have that move too? Actually, you have the other moves too, but you very rarely do them. To be a bit early for that one. I wonder, are you scripted to do your other attacks after doing the jump attack? Is that why this fight seems considerably easier? Because if that limits your moveset, that would explain why. Is a lot easier. It's almost the same with Rivermaster. Their moveset is limited by your distance quite a bit. I wonder, okay, let me just back away here for a bit. What do you do? No, try that move, okay. Are you gonna do the jump slam and then all the pokes? Or just try and hit me from distance? Okay, no, you really are just scripted to do the other attacks when you do all your jumping attacks. You're not even using your long distance stuff. Kind of weird. I guess I shouldn't be complaining. It does make the fight slightly easier. Might as well learn the timings to use my charged no blade attacks here. Oh, come on, from the side, just because the tracking lost. I think the tracking is lost. I think it might be better for me to just back away for a bit. Now for my favorite fight of the bunch, Murong. The best battle track among the four. There's something very heroic about Murong's theme that I like. I'm messing up the timing for everything. So why is it so warm here tonight? To go check on the AC. It's really hot. Sliding spin attack after you run. That's what you usually do. Never mind. We can go with that too. I like how she just backs away for safety. I guess I should be expecting that move or the running move whenever she backs away. So I kind of wish that we could just get rid of the controls on the side there. it's somewhat distracting, oddly enough. Yeah, I should be expecting this move the majority of the time when she backs away. And let's rectify the timing for these. They're not too difficult moves. And this one. I think I sort of understand why I'm kind of off of the timing for these. Because a part of my mind wants to dodge, because I believe Murong's path file is actually bad. So having the Toon Blade dodge makes a huge difference. Okay. Not sure why I messed up the timing for that. We'll need to refine this. Yeah, I'm a lot more used to perfect dodging that. Something's weird with the tracking again. Might as well learn the times I can. Might as well learn the timings for my charge and moon blade attack. I want to kill her. In this state, I mean. Need to be faster for that one. She does her counter. Even with the Moblade charge attack, she does her counter. Interesting. Oh, the pirouette, I forgot. Been a while since you've done the pirouette. I'm maintaining the shield here. If I play defensively, seems like it's not going to be too hard. But she can actually dodge out of the way if you try to get a little too offensive. Got hit by the back of her sword. Oh, you actually sort of missed a lot of Auntie Han. The final quest for Kai Feng actually informs us of Han's backstory. Like, this boss that we're facing, he actually tells us our entire past in this very interesting sequence. He essentially drags you into this painted realm, and he has you go through sort of clues and chess matches. So, from my understanding, Han was born to a poor family as a twin, right? And because they were so talented, they were adopted by this other family who treated them like dirt, essentially. But because they were so talented, they sort of made them their centerpiece to present to the nobles, right? To get money from them. And they charge the kids when they were younger, Han and her twin, with completing a music score. And they somehow managed to do it partially. but each and every day they're sort of trying to find a way to escape from the abuse they're suffering. So when this music score is presented, one of the officials is like, this is not enough. He's saying it very slightly. I'm just saying it very upfront. He's like, this might, all this for just for providing you with board in this castle and whatever. And so whatever they earn is taken away by this noble, and eventually the twins decide to run away. However, they're discovered during the process and eventually trapped. But in order for at least one of them to escape, and they do this in a very interesting sequence, right? They have you play a chess match with the enemy, with the boss here, and he essentially puts like the two twins in front of you as your pieces, and then all the people you're running away from as the other pieces. And the only way to win that game was sacrificing one of the pawns, one of the twins, and that is essentially what happens. The other twin actually sacrifices herself so that Han can escape captivity, and that's when she ran over to Qinghe and became the water lady. She was been trying to get revenge on this family for a while, insofar as I can tell, until our character and Uncle Jiang came along, and we sort of became a pseudo family to her, until the events at the start of the game where all of the town is burned down by the Imperial agents. And how it ends, I'm not entirely sure, but we need to learn this fight and actually defeat this to see how it ends. See, I thought of that too, right? Because he presents you with multiple chess questions, and in all of them, no matter what you do, you're gonna lose. They've set up the chessboard manually in such a way that no matter which move you do, there's no good choice. So each of the other situations where they're sort of being adopted by the family, that's been represented as a chessboard. When they make the musical score, that's represented as a chessboard. And no matter what you do, you cannot win those. I looked at every piece on that board to see what would happen if I moved it a certain way. I looked at how the other pieces had covered the entire base. So what the boss was essentially telling us was that no matter how much you earn freedom, you don't always get it. It's not your choice to make. And when you choose, and after that whole chess thing, you'll set up this thing where you have to make a choice. Like, I'm sorry. This will let me actually lower that down a bit. I'm actually speaking really loudly too. Yeah, so after each of the chessboards, you actually have to make a choice yourself. And no matter what you choose, he's always like, you don't really get a choice in the matter. When people in power above you control you, you are subservient to them. And it was only by the sacrifice of the other twin that Han was able to escape. I'll probably... I feel a bit confident that I can do the boss fight now, so I might try to just do the story version after this. Ow, I say that and then just get hit by everything. Okay, that's a move you very rarely use. I'm actually dying in trials, so be careful. The timing's off for everything now. My focus is gone. There we go. The distraction was effective, that I see. But you know what? I was like, they set up such a good story for Han. The game does a really good job with the story. It's a bit of a shame that it kind of doesn't make sense a lot of the time, especially if you don't do the side quests and everything. Like, the entirety of Qinghe's story is not even your story. It's Tian's story. other than the opening sequence, everything else actually revolves around other people, and you're sort of experiencing it for yourself. I'm not quite sure why I'm missing the timing for that one. Also not sure why this move's in damaging her. The animation. Yeah, definitely at the start things sort of happen to us. There is a bit of a hint that our character might be the son or daughter of a famous general that died at war. Or rather, she or he is the lone survivor of a town that was completely massacred by an outside force, and the general was like, whoever survives here will take my name. Because Uncle Jiang, would make us bow to a certain suit of armor, which I think you can still see if you go over to the bamboo board, like each new year or something. But in general, apart from the opening sequence, a lot of stuff is things we just stumble into. And it's kind of funny how a lot of the characters are like, you just roll with it when your character just enters the place. What incarnation is that? That is a new thing. That is a quest item. No, where did it go? Never mind. But yeah, there's an old piece of armor around here somewhere. That used to be here, I think, that Jiang would force us to worship each and every time. Oh, not here. Back at the General Shrine, which I believe this shrine is actually dedicated to the general that died protecting our hometown. Wait a minute. Maybe I can actually show you, because I think it's part of the trailer for some reason for the new region. So let me see if I can open up the Hexy trailer. It's not even the Chinese one. It's actually the Chinese one which shows it, not the English one. Where is it? Was it the Imperial Palace trailer? Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be something that we'll get much later. Global is gonna get it much later. I'm trying to see if I can find that certain trailer. It is proving to be very elusive. Is this it? Yeah, I think this is the one. Let me just... It's a bit of a long trailer too. still confirming. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. You know, there's an English one for this too. Maybe I should be looking for Where Winds Meet. Chapter 2 trailer. Where did my OBS go to now? Okay, so I think I might be confusing myself a bit. The actual trailer, which shows the general that I'm thinking about, is in Chinese, but his voiceover is sort of included in the English trailer. Let me bring that up. When they announced the expansion here. Let's bump up the quality here and see if I can bring that up into OBS. There we go. Hopefully you all can see that, but this also doesn't have sound, does it? Where's my browser sound? I'll need to manually add this, huh? Okay, give me a second. Capture. Application. Oh wait, it's already in here somewhere. Oh, there you are. Okay, there we go. Hopefully you all can hear it. Behind the premium skin number 235 trailer. It's probably because oh okay, I see. There we go. I accidentally added in an additional audio capture there without all my filters. Thank you for letting me know. Let me delete that. But hopefully you all can actually hear this now. I'll put this on full screen. I won't be able to see the chat too much. And I'll lower the volume at the start. I'll boost it manually. But yeah, this is
within it. I've dreamed of it before. You have dreamed of it too. I need you to finish this painting.
This is the next expansion, which is coming in March.
A pool of light. Can it be frost, so sheer and white? I raise my head to watch the moon.
Then lower it, missing my hometown. On one side, there's Hershey, our home. On the other, Chang'an, our other home.
Yeah, I'm controlling the audio to OBS at the moment. Yeah, the audio application capture beta. That's the one I'm using at the moment. But it might be something else as well. I'll take a look at it. But yeah, you get a boss montage at the start.
Your sword can't save them, so why bother?
Mikh'a, we'll make it back. Back to Chang'an.
But you'd sort of hear,
We'll go to Chang'an.
and that scene there,
My dawn piercer.
that scene here,
at your
this I believe is actually showing Han.
Chang'an.
This is when Han actually was saved by her twin from who they were running away from. The way they depict it is Han actually falling from a cliff, and I believe it's this scene.
Me and my dawn piercer are at your service.
Oaths devoured me. Traitors broke me. The tongue abandoned me. What sin did I commit to deserve this?
The Anxi army never retreats. Because my sword is their only hope.
Yeah, they make the bosses look so good though.
To serve the nation. Even if I never return.
Yeah, see, that part is you're hearing there.
Even to serve. I vow to serve the nation. Even if I never return.
I vow to serve our nation even if I never return. That is what I believe the general who tries to save our hometown says. And then he mentions something like, if I die here, whoever lives after this battle shall be named after me. And then it's sort of shown your character as a baby actually surviving the aftermath.
Has 100 moons. Enough. For
And
everyone.
while you control your own character, you are essentially going through the characters of these other people, the stories of these other people in the game. This is what I meant by saying that
Has 100 moons.
you actually aren't the only protagonist in this
For
game.
everyone.
Now let me see if I can find the Chinese trailer too. Yeah, I think it's this one.
长安的月光，也像凉州这样好吗？
Yeah, here you see that lone general go into
他们
battle.
变成了一只大雁，飞来找我的观音。
Yeah, eventually. I'll try to know it those two when it comes out. But yeah, this is the Chinese trailer actually shows this battle happening and the general making his last stand.
都能看见自己的故乡。
So I'm realizing that my window is a bit out. Yeah, that's the general.
坏身无罪，无罪之人。
我们去哪儿？
去长安。
I love these animations, by the way. It doesn't matter which gacha game does it, they do a great job with the animations. It's not a shamisen, is it? I think it's a pipa, right? Because we don't. Yeah, I think it's a pipa, not a shamisen. Let me close out the browser and get rid of the audio. But yeah, so what I was trying to say is no, did it actually go somewhere? Okay, never mind. It auto-played into another video and I was so confused for a second there. But yeah, what I was trying to say is essentially our character is very likely the lone survivor of that massacre that general stood up against. And for some reason, we're being hunted by the Imperial Palace. I'm not entirely sure why. A lot of people are saying that it's possible we might be linked to royalty somehow, that we might actually be the child of the villain prince who was foisted off their throne, in a sense. But other than that, where is it? Is it in journal, right? Tales and Echoes campaign. World. I'm trying to find the character fraction. But other than that, if the game would load, please. Thank you. I'm not sure why the character tab is not loading. But yeah, what I was trying to say that is, even though we are essentially the person that's being controlled, a lot of the time we are sort of uncovering the stories of other people. Like, we have a good idea of what happened to Han Jiangjun now. Now we sort of need to figure out what happens to Jiang and why he sort of got the pendant from us and everything. Oh, you're right. We are actually not leaving footprints. I didn't even notice that before. You can tell that I don't really pay too much attention to graphics. It might also be partially that they removed it later, because I feel like it did before, just to make the PlayStation performance a lot better. One thing I've noticed is that after the recent patch, it no longer freezes, so if you take away the footprints, I'm perfectly okay, as long as it's not freezing in the middle of a no-hit battle. But anyway, I am going to take a very quick break to get some water and maybe a drink, and check on that AC, because the room is really warm. And then we'll go after the story quest, the boss that I was practicing, and see if I can actually finish it to see the rest of the story. So be right back. Alright. And back. I must admit, I was totally waiting a bit more. It's past 11 p.m. And that's usually when my younger sibling comes home. There we go. Let me do a quick check to see where my sibling is. If it gets too late, I always end up getting worried. In any case, let's give the actual boss fight a try. I have a lot of potions for this. I think. Probably. Yeah. 215 potions, 314 of the good stuff. Might just use the good stuff here. And I'll probably use the poison as well, because this fight can drag on very long. Let's go back to the quest scene, enter the realm, and try and see if I can actually defeat the story version of this boss. And yeah, the transformation is quite fun too. It looks almost like nothing's happening, but and I don't think that transformation is done properly on console. Now we're starting off with a River Lord, huh? Ow. The amount of damage they're doing is such a difference. To be honest, the amount of damage I'm doing is no joke either. All things considered. Right, I forget. He changes his moveset very slightly. He changes that charge attack to a golden attack afterwards. Right, who's next on the docket? Wrong. Oh. Oh, come on, she countered me. I don't even have my full power here. Yeah, not having your full power, not helpful. Wow, okay. Yeah. I wasn't expecting to do it in one shot. But dying to Morong was also sort of unexpected. Yeah, I really don't think that effect is being done properly there. There's something weird that's happening. Wow, okay. But I mess up the one combo that I'm most familiar with. I get frustrated quite a bit. And this still does not damage her, interestingly enough. One down. One down with one pot is pretty okay. Down Lord.
大个子，来比划比划。
No. I saw it coming and I still couldn't defend against it. Thankfully I had my shield, but okay. I haven't even recovered yet, wow. Okay, never mind. I need to dodge that for sure, otherwise we're not making it. So is my poison actually wearing off in the middle of the fight?
问声明，
It did wear off, come on.
来比划比划。
No. Am I just a little too inside that hitbox? For heaven's sake. Oh my god. The one person I was not expecting to die from is the one who's getting me. And thankfully, we do a crazy amount of damage to them.
雨墨可为死囚。
You were wrong.
久违了。
God, why am I just panicking now? Don't even have my full power.
Oh. 不照群星层。问声名，奸夫。
大个子，来比划比划。
Okay. Oh, for heaven's sake. Okay, you know what? Oh, I can't even restart the fight. Nope, let's just kill ourselves here.
初日赫赫，不照群星残月。
There we go. Now we're actually starting optimally.
黄河之水，且歌且愁。
天上地下水中央，何处不是故人呐？
Oh, what? Wow, okay, that hurts too. I got lucky due to the poison. Young. The one person I fear the most in this last battle. Oh, come on. What? Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, that's just a dead right there. Getting caught by that.
天下从善恶，或从恶。是。
Oh, his HP gets sucked too during his phase. It's a shame. Wow. The one person I expected to have the most trouble with was the one that I did the most easily.
且歌且愁。
天上地下水
River
中
Lord.
央，何处不是故人呐？
No. I'm missing the time for that. Wow. At this point, I'm just using my shield to save me from everything. Wrong? Yeah, it's my wrong. Definitely not what I was expecting to happen to Murong, but I'll take it. He's using all these moves I've never seen. I have never seen any of them. One health potion left and Dao Lord. I just need to avoid getting grabbed by Dao Lord. Come on. I'm just brute forcing my way through the entire fight by the looks of it. I need so much more practice if I want to do a no-hit on that fight. Oh my god.
像你这样的人，哪怕多救一人也会高兴的。
只怕南北之事，多救一人，便多伤一人。
Hey, not a bad way to cap off today's stream, actually. I got in some practice. We managed to defeat the boss by using all our pots. And ironically, the one fight that I was most confident in, Murong, was the one who took the most health out of me. Yeah, with that... decline for now. Oh, this is still not marked as finish. Return to Revelry Hall. Man, I'm just tired after doing that for so long. We finally managed to actually defeat the Gambit beneath the Shimmer. But now the only thing that's left for me in this game is probably to try and do the challenges, which is going to be a bit more harder than I think. Thankfully, the time for this is 7 minutes, which is totally fine. We do so much damage when we actually get the chance, but not getting hit, that's the one that's going to be difficult. Yeah, I'll probably just need to practice more before we can do the no-hit for this one. And after that, I'll probably put down the game until Hexi comes out in March, which is not too far away now that I think about it. Yeah, there's barely a week till March. I'm not entirely sure when it's releasing. Is it March end? Uncertain. But till then, I'll probably put down the game. But so much more practice on this needed. Is there anything else for me to do in Jianghu Legacy? No, that's pretty much everything. Yep, that's pretty much everything for now. Just that one boss, and maybe if I still feel inclined to play the game afterwards, I might try and put Kai Feng at 100%, but I'm not going to be able to do that without referring a guide. It's not fun actually going after it, but just for completion's sake, we might do it. But yeah, that's going to be it for me for tonight. I'm going to take a break. Well, not a break. I'm actually going to call it for the night. I think that's a pretty good way to cap off the day. We got in some good practice with Gambit beneath the Shimmer. We managed to defeat the actual story mode, even though I ended up using all my pots and just brute force the entire fight with the tank shield. A win is a win. I'll practice a bit more to see if I can get down their movesets and not worry about getting hit, because right now I'm panicking. The one fight that I was most confident in, Murong's Shade, was the one that I got most hit on, just because I was slightly panicking and doing the actual fight itself. Oh, there's something I missed. Now let me get this last item and then call it for the night. Like that would put our entire level at 52 as well, I believe, the very final one. Okay, that's it for me. If anyone's watching, take care and good night. Oh, what? Incarnation was... Oh, that's actually the photo mode. The selfie mode, as they like to call it. Here's Mikha signing off. Wherever you are, stay safe and take care. Good night, everyone.